Module 2. Self-awareness and self-regulation for service excellence. First, Module Overview. Module 2 builds directly on the foundation established in Module 1. While Module 1 explored the concepts, frameworks, and importance of EI, this module focuses on the first two core pillars of emotional intelligence: self-awareness and self-regulation. In guest services, technical skills alone are insufficient. The ability to understand oneself and manage one's own emotional responses is essential for maintaining professionalism, delivering exceptional service, and fostering positive guest experiences. Module 2 equips you with the tools, strategies, and psychological insights to master these personal competencies. 2. Understanding self-awareness. Definition: self-awareness is the capacity to recognize and understand your own emotions, triggers, strengths, weaknesses, and their effects on your behavior and others. Relevance in guest services. Guests interact not just with tasks, but with people and emotions. A staff member unaware of their own frustration, stress, or fatigue may unintentionally transmit negative emotions to guests, damaging service quality. Self-awareness allows staff to pause, reflect, and consciously choose appropriate emotional responses. Key dimensions of self-awareness: emotional recognition, identifying one's emotional state in real time. Example: recognizing stress during a rush hour guest check-in. Emotional understanding, understanding why you feel a certain way and its implications. Example: knowing that frustration stems from inadequate staffing rather than the guest personally. Behavioral awareness, understanding how emotions influence interactions and decisions. Example: realizing that a tight tone in speech may be perceived as rudeness. Reflective awareness, regularly reflecting on experiences to improve future behavior. Example: reviewing a guest complaint and evaluating your response style. Benefits of self-awareness in guest services: prevents emotional spillover to guests, supports stress management and emotional balance, enhances empathy, because understanding oneself improves understanding others, facilitates personal growth and career progression in hospitality. 3. Understanding self-regulation. Definition: self-regulation is the ability to control, manage, and adapt emotional responses to achieve desired outcomes in service interactions. Importance in guest services. Guests often present unpredictable behaviors, frustration, complaints, unrealistic demands, or even rudeness. Self-regulation ensures that emotions are managed without compromising service quality. Key dimensions of self-regulation: impulse control, avoiding reactive or inappropriate responses. Example: not snapping back at an irate guest. Stress management, maintaining composure under pressure. Example: staying calm during peak check-in times. Adaptability, adjusting emotions and behavior to suit situations. Example: being cheerful with a relaxed guest and professional with a business guest. Persistence and patience, maintaining professional behavior over long shifts. Example: handling repetitive requests without losing patience. Optimism and positive framing, reframing challenges as opportunities. Example: viewing a guest complaint as a chance to enhance loyalty. 4. Interplay between self-awareness and self-regulation. Self-awareness is the prerequisite for effective self-regulation. Without knowing your own emotional state, you cannot control your response. In guest services, Step 1. Identify the emotion, self-awareness. Step 2. Understand its impact on service delivery, self-awareness. Step 3. Choose an appropriate response, self-regulation. Step 4. Monitor and adapt in real time, self-regulation. Example: scenario: a guest angrily complains about a delayed meal. Self-awareness: staff recognize their own rising irritation. Self-regulation: they consciously remain calm, use a soothing tone, validate the guest's feelings, and offer a solution. Result: guest satisfaction is maintained, and emotional escalation is avoided. 5. Practical tools and techniques for developing self-awareness. Emotional journaling, recording emotional responses to guest interactions for reflection. Self-assessment surveys. Using EI assessment tools to identify emotional strengths and weaknesses. Mindfulness and meditation, enhancing moment-to-moment awareness of feelings and thoughts. Feedback loops. Seeking feedback from colleagues or supervisors on emotional behavior. Scenario analysis. Reviewing past service incidents and analyzing emotional responses. 6. Practical tools and techniques for developing self-regulation. Deep breathing and grounding techniques. Immediate response to stress or anger. Cognitive reframing. Changing the perception of a guest's behavior from personal offense to opportunity. Pause and plan method. Taking a mental pause before responding to challenging situations. Role-playing and simulation. Practicing emotional responses in controlled environments. Professional support systems. Peer coaching, mentoring, or counseling for emotional resilience. 7. Case studies in guest services. Case study 1. Front desk. Incident, scenario. Guest complains about room cleanliness. Without EI, staff may respond defensively, escalating tension. With EI, staff self-regulate frustration, empathize with guest, apologize sincerely, and provide a solution. Outcome: guest leaves satisfied, potentially posting positive feedback online. Case study 2. Restaurant scenario. Scenario: a guest criticizes food loudly in front of others. Without EI, staff argue or react negatively. With EI, staff remain calm, validate guest feelings, offer replacement, and manage the table discreetly. Outcome: reputation preserved, guest retained, team morale maintained.